This learning is Le'ili Nishmas Broya Bas Chananya, Meseches Demai, Perek Gimel, Mishna Beis. This Mishnah will teach about two cases where a person has to make sure that Tevel or Demai do not come into the possession of Ha'amaretz until they first make sure to separate the Maisras. Hareitza Lachzim Ale Yarak, someone who wants to trim the leaves of vegetables, Lahakil Mimasai, in order to lighten the load that they're carrying. So they want to remove the leaves and throw them to the side of the road. And it's talking about where the leaves are somewhat edible. So lo yashlich ad sheyaser, the person should not throw them to the side until they first give meiser, because we're concerned that Amaretz may find them. The Mishnah continues, if someone purchases vegetables in the marketplace, and then the person decided to return them. So this is referring to a case where there were bundles of produce and the person knows the price of each bundle, and the person picked up the bundles. They just don't know how many bundles there are. So by picking it up, they already did an act of hagba'ah, which makes them the owner of these bundles. But it's talking about they didn't yet pay, so they could change their mind to return it. The halach over here is that lo yachzer ad sheyaser, the person should not return them to the storekeeper if he's an amaretz until they first give and separate the meisers from it. Because the only thing missing over here was for the person to count the bundles, and so therefore they already became the owners of it by lifting it up, and so they can't give it back to the Amaretz until they first separate the Maisras. The Mishnah continues, if the person was standing there to buy and the person didn't lift up the bundles, and then they saw a different set of produce that's better than the first one, so then the person is allowed to return the first ones, and the reason is because the person did not do the act of Mashicha or Hagbah, and so they did not become the owners of it, and by not purchasing it, it's not considered that they're giving it to Amaretz because they never took it in the first place from the Amaretz.